You're good to go.
Fantastic. Well, hi, everybody. I am Brittany with Bag Makers, and I handle AIA on a corporate level, but we actually have a team of colleagues across the country who, if 15 to 30 minutes, however long I'm talking here, is not enough love from Bag Makers and you'd love to go more in depth, or you have questions about projects, you're always welcome to reach out to me or your local rep. So I'll make sure you guys get that list of the people specific for your area, but you are always welcome to contact me. I am hoping maybe you guys have already seen what's new. So the way I like to do this is I'm going to give you kind of a high level down and dirty of everything that's new in our product and imprint capabilities, because we do have some fun new things that we introduced this year. Mixed in with that, I'm going to give you some case studies on where we know those products are actually selling well and are successful in. Hopefully those will fit some of the categories that you work with. And then looking into Q4, because it is scarily upon us here. Just finished up Halloween, so we're right in the mix there, and even looking to Q1 opportunities and really how the Bag Makers team can help you grow your bag sales. So if you do have any questions, please just let me know. But before I start, does anybody have anything off the top that they're dying to know about Bag Makers? No. All right. Well, I'm going to jump into what's new. Before I do, I like to do a couple of housekeeping things. One, Bag Makers is a woman-owned business. So in case any of your clients need help with their minority spend, we would love to help you with that. And I can get you documentation on how we can get that for you. Two, we are very excited to be a top 40 supplier. We're one of the few single product category suppliers on the top 40 list. So please keep that in mind. I think we keep being on that list due to our innovation in our products and imprint processes. We do have 11 imprint processes now. So there's a lot going on in the bag world. The third one is inventory is great for Bag Makers. We are actually, I think we're at 33 million bags currently in inventory, ready and waiting for an imprint. So the good news about Bag Makers, we may occasionally be out of a size or a color, but we assign inventory the minute we get your order. So you're never going to get a call on that day your order is supposed to ship saying, I'm so sorry, we're out of inventory. You're going to know as soon as we process that order, and our team is going to help you find an alternative if we happen to be out of a size or a color that you need and you don't have the time to wait for the estimated time of arrival. So just keep that in mind. I know inventory is a huge headache for people, but something Bag Makers does a little bit differently. The last thing from a housekeeping standpoint, QCA, the Quality Certification Alliance, it disbanded of its own accord a couple years ago. We still think compliance is very important. So we still hold ourselves to the highest standards. And we know it doesn't work for your clients for me to say, hey, Bag Makers is doing all the right things. We pay a third-party auditor to come in and prove that we're doing all the things we say we do. So if you ever need documentation from a compliance standpoint, we have a compliance person on hand ready to get you anything that you need. Okay, so that's all the kind of boring, but I think actually helpful information. On to everything that's new in the bag world. Sometimes being an innovator is really just keeping up with the trends. So for us, it comes down to staying up on trending colors for imprint process. Rose gold is a new one that is really popular. We have a rainbow foil that we can do. If you have anybody doing a pride events or celebrations, it's a fun new rainbow foil. Steel is a really popular color. This does not show fantastic online. I have not found a way to make it look pretty, but if you have anybody in more masculine industries where a standard metallic foil doesn't work well and a matte foil is not as exciting, steel is a great alternative for those more masculine industries. Our fun new foil this year is a holographic. We have holographic gold and holographic silver. So if you have clients doing celebrations, anniversaries, anything a little bit fun, what I love about our Holographic foil, there's not a premium upcharge for it. The cost is just the same as a standard gold. Something about this bag, this is our ExecuTote series. It has a little business card holder in the front. So especially if you have people who have a corporate logo, but individual business cards for owners or bankers or real estate agents, anybody who needs to personalize it, this is a great option for those people, or anybody who sells product and reoccurring appointment cards. It's been popular for those. Around the holidays, we see a lot of people do a thank you card or a holiday card or even a gift card. One of the most fun ways I saw it used last year, people were doing a tumbler for coffee in the bag, and then they did a Starbucks gift card in the little gift card business card holder. So keep that in mind as you're looking towards packaging. Another way we stay innovative is actually in color selection. And if you ever have colors you'd love us to do, let us know. We will always request those for our new products. Love us or hate us, we introduced the grocery store tote to the industry over a decade ago. It is still one of our top selling bags. So grass green was a new color for us in our Thunder series this year. We also introduced our economy line. So if you have clients who are very budget conscious, they are price point driven. This one was our Thrifty. The series itself was very popular due to budget constraints. We added red to the line this year. These bags are fused on the sides and the handles versus a sewn seam or handle. But for under $1, you can get two really great bags. That one was our Thrifty. This bag, I have to back up a little bit because it is huge. It's called our Giant Saver. It is a gigantic bag. I joke that I use it at Costco, but it's not really a joke. I do use it at Costco, but the most universal application we have had for this bag is people who are looking to gift large apparel, the wearables, blankets, towels. If you have somebody who's doing a XX jacket or a quadruple X sweatshirt, those are hard to slide into a standard gift bag, but they slide really nicely down into our Giant Saver. So keep that in mind. As you look to the gifting season, our Giant Saver is a great option for gifting large apparels. Dean, they are pretty strong. I would always tell you to get a random sample and have your clients test it with whatever they are putting in it. The handles are fused, though. They aren't sewn, so they're not going to be as strong as, say, our Big Thunder that's sewn all the way down. I can tell you it's strength-wise, I've held more than I'm comfortable carrying. I've put 18 new product kits in, and it carried without breaking. The strength is good up and down, but I find if it gets pulled sideways, it doesn't have the strength to hold it if the handle gets pulled sideways. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a trade show bag. If you know at that trade show, they're picking up dozens upon dozens of catalogs. But if it's for lighter weight items that just kind of accumulate, it does actually hold a significant amount of weight. We don't do scientific testing, so that's where our free samples come in. We want to make sure your client gets a sample and knows what they are going to be putting in it to make sure they're comfortable with that. Another, I call this the longest lasting trend in the promotional product world, eco-friendly. Yay! I say it's a trend jokingly because it's been a buzzword since I started the industry 12 years ago. Back then, that was the grocery store tote. It was our Big and Little Thunder. Right now, I think the new catchphrase is sustainability, and that is why our cotton line has become tremendously popular. So we added cotton to the line a couple years ago, and we continue to expand it. So our first bag was our Aurora. It's a nice 10-ounce cotton. We then introduced our Izzy. So our Izzy has a cotton pocket, but it is a laminated jute. So the bag has structure, it has strength. It was really popular for conferences, trade shows. People loved the laminated jute, but we learned jute's a polarizing fabric. People love it or they really don't. If they don't, it tends to be because it's a natural fiber and it can shed. So having a back that was made of jute, people didn't like it because it could be scratchy. So we introduced our Josephine. Our Josephine kept the laminated jute for the gusset and the bottom, but the back panel's just cotton. So the good news is you get a great imprint area on that second side. This one became one of our most popular conference and trade show bags since those have started coming back this year. So the Josephine, people have loved that combination of the two, and we added quite a few new options. So this one is our Mimi, again, laminated jute on the gusset and the sides. This bag is your basic kind of tote bag. It's a 10 by 13. What we found, this one last year was a fantastic alternative to a gift basket. If you have clients who are looking to do a gift basket, we found, and I think personally I found, I love the idea of a gift basket. I like multiple things and pulling them out. But then after I take the stuff out, it's just a basket that I feel a little bit guilty about getting rid of, and I don't know what to do with it. This bag has been a popular alternative to that because a bag is something that people will continue to use. So as you look towards Q4 gifting, keep in mind our Mimi as an alternative to a gift basket. This other one, obviously with the picture, we think it's a great option for alcohol, wine. It's called the Winona or the Winona, depending on where you live. If you're in Minnesota, you can call it the Winona. It is a great option for gifting alcohol. I think it actually sold more to clients looking to gift drinkware, whether it's a name brand water bottle, if it's a Yeti or a Hydro Flask, something that people are spending a little bit more money on. This is a great alternative option. It has a very high retail look to it. So keep that in mind from, again, the gifting standpoint. And our favorite little fancy gift bag, this is called our Glitz. It is called so because there is a gold thread woven on the sides and the gusset for the jute. So keep that in mind if you have people looking for high-end gift bag options. The Glitz is a fun option. We also have this little hang tag on here as a reminder. We have gift cards, and back to that ExecuTote, this is an example. This one's a thank you card. We can actually put a direct print logo on these cards for you, whether you're doing the ExecuTote or you need to add a hang tag to a bag. We call it a packaging accessory, so we can help you with those kinds of needs if you need it. But the cotton line sustainability is why I think they're really popular. Cotton is a renewable resource, so it is one that keeps growing back if you keep planting it. The other trend we're seeing in the bag world is collapsibility. So this is our T-Pack. It has a pocket on the inside that it stuffs up into. People love that they can fold it up into this little pocket, shove it in a purse or a backpack, put it in their glove compartment, always have a bag with them. I love that I can put a gallon of milk and a jug of orange juice in it, and it doesn't break when I walk to my car. That collapsibility is why we created this other collapsible bag. This is our adventure tote. It's a different in style of handles. This one goes over your shoulder. Again, it has a pocket on the inside that it stuffs up into. But this is why it's one of our top sellers. It is made from recycled plastic bottles. So if you have clients who love to save the world one reusable tote bag at a time, they get bonus points for this one because it saves approximately 4 plastic bottles from the landfill. It gets turned into the nice material for our adventure tote. Now on to other new products for us this year. We added sealable plastic die cuts. This is our first one. It is our Advocate. It is the smaller of our 2 sealable die cuts. The second one is our Warrior. It is a huge plastic bag. It's a 22 by 22. So people who have needs for very large plastic bags, this fits the bill. That white strip actually peels off. There's adhesive. It seals at the top. When we first introduced these, we were getting a lot of requests for takeout from restaurants. That gross statistic that I think 30% of delivery drivers sample your food before they give it to you. I hope you all had lunch at home. Sorry, Melissa, that's what I thought. I would love to tell you I made up that statistic. It's actually pre-pandemic. It's from 2019. It's an NPR study, so I can only imagine the statistic really is now. Aside from takeout, that is one of the markets it is popular in, but healthcare has actually been one of our strongest categories for those bags as a patient belonging bag. If people are going in for procedures, one, it keeps people's items safe from the germs in the area, but also it keeps everybody's personal belongings safe and secure while you're separated from them. So healthcare has been a huge market for those, but anybody who's doing apparel, you want to put an invoice in when you're handing it out, keeping items together for events if they're doing large items, that sealable top has made it very nice to be able to ship things out together and not have them fall out of the bags. So those are 2 new bags in the plastic world. We have also added new sizes and styles to our digital full color bag. So the world hates plastic these days, but they don't hate our plastic. Our digital full color bags were actually our biggest growth area last year. So people really like being able to do full color plastic bags, as few as 250 pieces. So we've added new sizes, we've added gussets to the mix. We've also added a new capability to our digital full color. We call it variable data. So if you have people who want to personalize bags, this instance, if you have insurance agents or real estate agents, people who like to put their face on things, but they don't like to buy a lot, in an order of 250 pieces, we can actually personalize down to one bag. So you can have Sally who likes to buy 25 and Tom who wants 73. Within an order of 250, we can itemize, we can change contact information, location information. If you're doing an event and you need a registration bag, we can put people's actual names on it. I have had a lot of distributors who actually used it for packaging apparel. So if you have to do an apparel program and you have to include a packing slip, any information you would print and put on a packing slip within a bag, we can actually print it directly on the bag for you. So the size, the item number, the color, we can help you with that with variable data. So that is new in our plastic digital full color world. We have also introduced a completely new imprint process. We call it dynamic color. So this is a new bag. It's a BBL bag. It's short for a barrel bag. Think grocery store brown bag, but a little bit smaller. So new paper bag size for us. But our dynamic color allows for full color imprints on a variety of different styles for us. Paper, I like to joke that these are our flat papers. That's not technically a category, but it's the best description. Your pharmacy merchandise bags, popcorn bags. We can also do it on our select colors and styles of matte Euro totes. So if you have somebody who has a full color logo and they've always wanted a Euro tote, but they didn't have the time or quantity to do offshore custom Euro totes, we can do dynamic color as few as 150 pieces. So keep that in mind. My favorite bags to do dynamic color on are actually our mailers. Mailers were added last year. We've added new sizes. So we now have 5 sizes of mailers. You can do a basic ink and print, but you can also do full color. This is our smallest. It is a cute little 6x9. We also have a gigantic 19x24. Again, if you're looking to package apparels or soft, large items like blankets and towels, this one's a great option. There's 3 sizes in between, our largest and smallest. So if you have anybody doing drop ship programs, if you do them yourself and want to do a self promotion, we can do that. But around the holidays, we know a lot of people are shipping directly to clients. So keep our mailers in mind for those. We did introduce our laminated non-wovens this year. These also take that dynamic color imprint. So they are available in 4 sizes. They are all white, but it gives people the opportunity to do a full color logo directly on a laminated non-woven bag. I'm sure most of you have gotten the picture of the Lululemon bag, that red bag with the white all over imprint in a step and repeat pattern. If you get a client who sends you that picture and says, hey, can we do this bag? Enthusiastically say yes. We can do a totally custom bag for them like that. This is an example. We do it offshore. It's got rounded corners. It has a 4-sided imprint. Typically, your minimum is 2,500 pieces offshore. And right now, with offshore production and Chinese New Year is now in play, who knows when you're going to get your bags? 20 weeks, maybe? So typically, we know if your clients hear that, they say, just kidding, what's your next best stock option? Ask what they'd like about that bag. Is it the material? In which case, this is our appropriately named Lulu bag. It is a laminated feel. We have found most of the time your clients have never actually felt the bag. They've just seen the picture. What they actually like is that edge-to-edge imprint. In which case, this is our Degas. We have 5 styles of bags we can sublimate. We can do an edge-to-edge imprint as few as 150 pieces. Standard production is 12 days after proof approval. So the front and back, you can do an edge-to-edge imprint. We can do a gusset imprint. So with our Color Vista or our Sparkle process, you could give your clients a 4-sided bag, totally looks custom without actually having to go offshore. So I love this one because it shows the difference in impact a logo and imprint can have. I would say this, one of my favorite things about end user shows is when a very masculine industry walks by and they go, oh, we don't do bags. The reality is everybody could use a bag. This imprint does not lend itself to being what I would consider very feminine. It looks very masculine. This side, the complete opposite. The same bag, totally different impression based on the artwork that you do. So sublimation is very popular for people whose boring one color logo doesn't really tell you what they are, but you can showcase what they do with the sublimation process. What I like about it, it gives people the look of a custom bag, as few as 150 pieces and in 12 days versus 2,500 and 20 weeks. So it's a great option. This one, I love how detailed we can get with our imprints. You can see those individual feathers on our little parrot. And if you have a client who really wants to be totally custom, we can combine processes. So we have our Sparkle process. This one you can see is a sublimated bag. And we added a few little sparkles to make it truly a very custom bag. This is a fun one that was just done for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They did sublimation with a little bit of sparkle detail. I mentioned that Bagmakers now has 11 imprint processes. My job has changed a lot in the past decade. I was first supposed to come see you and say, hey guys, we do a great one color screen, better than anybody in the industry. I would still say that's absolutely true. We then introduced our Color Vista process. And I was supposed to say, but for $1 more, look at the impact you can have. You can go from telling people your client's name to showcasing who they are and what they do. That's still 100% true. We now have sublimation and sparkle. So we can do fun sparkly projects for you. This one is a counterintuitive sparkle because things aren't actually sparkly. This is our matte sparkle. I have a lot of people who do it if they have more masculine clients that look like a stainless steel look. The reality is we can showcase a lot of options for your client. I call them good, better, best. We can actually show them the basic kind of boring one color they ask for. We can show them Color Vista, the better option. We can show them our best stateside option of sublimation. We can show fancy, and we can show totally custom if they've got time for offshore production. What we have found is that good, better, best virtuals leave a good portion of bag business off the table. It's the packaging. Our theory is every order is an opportunity to sell somebody a bag. We love it when the bag is the item they want to give away. Flip side is we try not to get our feelings hurt when they want a mug or a sweatshirt or a pencil set. It's still an opportunity to sell them a bag. Make the last question on every order, how are we going to hand it out? Or my favorite, is it a gift or a giveaway? If they're spending any kind of money on it, they're going to say it's a gift. And it's basically a wide open door to shove them through to make sure that they are talking about packaging. Do they need a bag with tissue paper? If you sell them the bag, please sell them the tissue paper that goes with it. We have fun, shiny, metallic. We have standard tissue paper. We have non-woven tissue paper that if you're kidding, it doesn't tear as easily. I highly recommend it. We do ribbon and bows, your standard ribbon, your standard self-adhesive bows. We do gigantic ribbon. So if you have anybody celebrating grand openings, celebrations, we sell ribbon from 5/8 to 12 inches. We also can sell you the gigantic scissors to cut the gigantic ribbon. We do the I call them I got a new car bows. So if you need a gigantic bow, we can do that. But from a virtual standpoint, we would love to showcase a little bit of everything to your client. So we have created these total branding flyers. We have printed versions and sample kits that match for some of our top 5 industries. This is an example of real estate. It shows a little bit of everything. It shows your packaging. It shows plastic and insulated, a little bit of cotton, our sublimated, and packaging accessories, that tissue paper and ribbon and bows. We have these with matching sample kits for real estate, healthcare, education, finance, and veterinary. We can do custom versions electronically for your clients. So if you want to show a total branding spread to your client in the bag world, send us their artwork and their website, and we'll put together a PDF tailored to your client specifically that you can send off. So know that our marketing team is happy to do those. They are free, so we really hope that you take advantage of that. I know I have 2 minutes left, so I'm going to wrap it up real fast. Reminder that we do have a design center. So if you need totally custom bags, we can do that. Whether it's a client that just wants a ribbon handle instead of the ugly rope handle, we get that one a lot. If you have a client that's just ordering a few hundred every couple months, let's talk to them about customizing it. This is our standard Big Thunder with standard colors for us. They just change the handles and the trim to make it a totally custom bag. We can also do completely custom bags. This was a cute little bottle bag a hospital system created to give new moms. So keep that in mind with the design center. Most importantly, Q4 is here. I hope all of your clients have already purchased their holiday gifts. Maybe not, but hopefully they're getting to that point that they're going to purchase the holiday gifts. Don't forget about packaging. We do have a holiday kit, sample kit that goes in it. It has, I threw them on the floor, a few options. So you can use our sublimation to do a fun holiday pattern. It has some plastic in there just to keep people thinking of different ways to do holiday packaging. The other thing to keep in mind is our insulated sets or insulated bags make great holiday gifts. So we do have people who tie them with custom ribbons. You can pick how many sizes and colors you want to do, and we can kit it together. This is my favorite kit we've had people do. It's our super tote. It zips all the way around. That little pocket in the front fits our little lunch size perfectly. So we have a lot of people do it not only for holiday gifts, but employee retention, onboarding, fun gifts in the less than $10 range. Okay, 129. I'm going to wrap up. That's all I've got. What do you have for me? Any questions, comments, concerns, things we can do better?
I didn't know you did the big giant scissors.
We do, and we can brand them, which is even more fun.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Very cool. Lots of new things going on at Bag Makers.
Never a dull moment, right?
Any last minute questions, comments, concerns?
Lovely.
I don't think so.
Thank you guys
back to
so
your day.
much.
Thanks, Brittany.
Thank you guys.